This in the building. B&A Club, good morning. Molly Vlogs, good morning. S.A. Lagari, good morning. Everybody, good morning. Welcome to She So Well's YouTube channel. I thank you for taking the time out of your day to stop and visit my channel and see what I got going on over here on the YouTube platform. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere but you here. You could have been anywhere but you chose to be here, and I appreciate you for that. Like, you could have been anywhere this morning. You chose to vibe with me and my energy, and I'm sorry for being late. Excuse me for being late, y'all. I had to fill my cup. Like, I feel like in order for me to come on this platform and give good energy and good vibe, I need to make sure my energy is good and my vibes are good. Like, I can't be just coming on here any kind of way letting y'all feel my bad energy that I may have. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot going on in my life, and I don't want to put that off on my audience. That's not what I'm here for. That's not why I'm on the platform. I'm not here to boo-hoo, sob about my life and all of that. I'm just here to encourage, inspire, and uplift my fellow peers here in the universe to be able to be the best version of themselves, you know? We gotta stand in our purpose. We gotta live life purposely. We gotta get up every day intentionally, knowing that we have something to do here. Like, you're not getting up for yourself. God didn't get you up this morning for yourself. God got you up so that you could be a blessing to somebody else. That's why God got you up. So stop thinking about yourself. Start thinking about others. Start thinking about how you can serve and where you can serve. Get in those spaces, get in those places where you can be a blessing. Okay. I didn't mean to preach this morning, but you know what I'm saying? God laid it on my heart to say that because somebody needed to hear that today. Somebody needed to hear, get in a space, get in a place, get where you're needed. Find where you fit in, or if you fit in nowhere, make a space for others to fit in. Okay, that's how we do that. If you not fitting in nowhere, I had to tell my daughter this. I had to teach her a lesson because listen, you don't fit in everywhere, and that's okay. That's okay. If you don't fit in, you ain't found where you fit in, make your own tribe, because guess what? It's probably a whole group of people just like you that don't fit in, and they need a tribe. They need you to create that tribe. Let's start being the change we want to see. I had so many intentions to put out so many videos, and I could have did and said so many things to answer so many questions, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to answer the questions of those who want to be inspired, those who want to be uplifted, encouraged. That's whose questions I'm going to answer here on this platform. So if that's you, subscribe to my channel, join the family, become a part of the She So Well's crew, because we would love to have you over here as one of our own. We will take you in just like family over here on the She So Well's YouTube channel. We love each and every one of our subscribers. We give back appreciation. Matter of fact, it's about time. I think I'm a little due for an appreciation video. I need to go into my comment section and pull some comments and show some gratitude, because that's what it's all about. You can't be supporting people, and people can't be supporting you without gratitude involved. You know what I'm saying? It's all about gratitude. If we can be grateful for the small things, then God can bless us with bigger things. But we have to learn to be grateful for the small accomplishments, the small blessings, because those small blessings turn into big blessings. And trust me, I'm gonna need for some people to get ready, because you're in a season of breakthrough. You're in a season of being stretched, and God is stretching you for a reason. He's stretching you to move you into the next season of your life. You can't go into the next season doing the things you used to do. So he is trying to get you to see that. In order for him to get you to see that, he has to stretch you. He has to put you through some things. He has to put you through a storm. And it hurts going through a storm. Storms are painful, you know? But sometimes they're necessary. Sometimes he has to shake things up. And sometimes it could look like the enemy trying to destroy you. but it's really God trying to align you. Be mindful of what we praying for. Be mindful of what you're praying for, you know, because when we pray, he hears. So be intentional. When you're praying, be intentional and believe that what you're praying for is already done. It's already written. It's already in your plan. And that's why you're asking for it. Because he's already shown you the previews for that. He's already shown it to you. He's letting you know that it's possible. He's letting you know that it's possible, that what you see is for you. And that's why you are seeing it. That's why everybody around you don't see it, because it's not for them. It's not for them to see it. It's for you to see, receive, and take in that blessing. It's not for your neighbor. That's why your neighbor didn't see it. You seen it because God has it for you. So we have to be mindful of that. Stop sharing your dreams with dream killers. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Dream killers. Some people can kill your dreams and you don't even realize. You just trying to share because you're excited about it and you're trying to manifest it and speak it into existence, and you're speaking it to the wrong people. You need to get around the people who have the same ambitions as you, the people who see the same vision as you. Get around those like-minded individuals. If you want something specific, go in the areas where you can have what it is you want. Get in those spaces. Get in those places, y'all. Get up. It's time to get up. It's time to get moving. It's time to get ready, because you're about to receive a breakthrough in your life. If you've been going through some things and you can't figure out why me? Why do I have to go through all this hurt and pain? He's using you. He's preparing you for the assignment that's attached to your name. Ooh, they changed all this. Ooh, construction. I live in a growing city, y'all. There is always a construction here in Western New York where I live. They're constantly building and expanding and bringing new people from other places. People are constantly moving here to New York, Western New York. It's not expensive to live here in Western New York like a lot of people think it is. It's really not. It's not that expensive to live in Western New York. We have high pay rates, so the pay balances out with the cost of living here in New York. People think that it costs a lot to live here in New York, but if you really think about it, we have a really good Pay rate. Like, our city bus drivers make like $4 or $5 more than people that live in the South, you know? So it kind of balances out. Like, the top rate for, I kind of give you an idea. So like, the top rate for a city bus driver in New York or in Rochester, New York is, oh, look at it. Look at that traffic over there, y'all. It's like it was yesterday. I am so grateful I am not over there once again, because it's real over there. We cannot be late going on that side. If we even a few minutes late, we'll end up on that side, y'all. It's real over there. But what was I just saying? Oh yeah, the parents. So the top pay in New York, where I live, was $32 for a bus operator. After 8 years, you have the potential to make $32 an hour as a city bus driver. And then the school buses at the time, when I left school bus company, it was in 2016, and it was $21.47 an hour I was making as a school bus driver in New York. So, but that's not everywhere in New York. Like, Buffalo doesn't pay that. Buffalo's top rate for bus operators is different. But here in Rochester, for some reason, it's not that bad here in Rochester. But the cost of living is going up. Like, it's creeping. Ever since the pandemic, we've been going up more and more. Like every year, the rent gets higher and higher. But that's why you got to own your home. That's why I'm trying to get into home ownership. Because listen, I don't have it to do you increasing my rent every year, but my income may not be increasing, you know, especially if I'm on assistance, you know, and on a low income. Like, it's not increasing every year, not at this moment. But I have plans for it to be, because I have to plan accordingly for my family. Because listen, we don't have these uncertainties to do, you know. I was doing so good, y'all, before the lockdown came into effect. Like, I had just caught up on all my bills. Life was going phenomenal. Like, and I feel like that's that storm I was just talking about. It's like, okay, life is not supposed to be comfortable when you need to grow. When you need to grow in your life, it's not supposed to be comfortable. Like, a lot of times people choose to be comfortable and not realizing that you never grow when you're comfortable. How many people remember having growing pains? I didn't have growing height pains like my knees or anything like that, or my arms, because I'm so short. But I did have booby growing pains. Like, my boobs used to itch and hurt because they grew so much. When I was younger, my boobs was bigger. These kids done, you know, flatten about it. But when I was younger, like, I think I was like 10 or 11 when they really started to grow. And they used to itch and it used to hurt. So I remember it's like growing pains. I literally revert back to growing pains when I was a teenager. Life is the same way. Like, we're going to go through pain in order to grow. That's why I always say turn your pain into purpose. Because if you can find the reasoning behind your pain and why God has put you through that, why he's called you to go through that experience, then you can figure out how to live life purposely and not just waking up every day like, oh my God, here's another day. Like, I'm learning to wake up, y'all, and find the good in my life. Have a good day, baby. I love you. I'm learning to wake up and find happiness and joy in my life. Like, okay, this is what I want to be happy for. And I'm learning to, instead of, you know, where I used to be mad about certain things, I'm learning to block that out and focus in on what it is that I'm happy about in my life. What is it exactly in my life that's making me to be happy? What is causing me to get up every day and go? And that is, for one, the joy of doing his work. Being able to get on this platform and help others through a healing process of my own. When I get on this platform and I talk to you all publicly, like, this is not something anybody could have told me I would be doing a year ago. Like, you could not have told me that I was going to be on this YouTube platform spilling my heart to strangers. You couldn't have told me that. I wouldn't have believed you. You know what I'm saying? But the more I get on the platform, the more I talk to other people, the more I engage in my comment section, the more I find that there's different ways, there's different cultures, there's different people. There's not just the people in my immediate circle. There's so many more people to life. There's so much more to life than what I've been experiencing, you know? And being on this platform, I've met so many phenomenal people that it's the push I need to keep going. Like, I won't stop. I won't stop. I will get up every single day and live life intentionally and live life on purpose and know that God has a plan for me and my family, and that within that plan, I was put here to speak. Ever since I was a little girl, I could remember being in elementary school and getting together. So I was in a special education class, right? Because of my behavior, not because of my academics, but because of my behavior. I was always an angry child. I grew up, I talked about this in a live before, without a father. My dad, I didn't meet him till I was 18 years old, and I already had my first child. And I grew up in a single parent household. My mom is white, my dad is black, and I grew up with a lot of confusion. I watched certain things on television, but I didn't experience these things in real life. So it was kind of hard. I tried to get into the church, with different people. My mom didn't go to church. My mom didn't go to church when I was younger, but different people that I would live with and different places that I would go to, they would go to church. So I experienced religion. I knew who God was, and I knew at a very, very young age that there was something higher and more powerful than me. I knew, for some reason, I knew that I could pray. Hello and blessings to you, Miss Serenity. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I knew that there was something bigger than me. I knew that life had more purpose than me at a young age. So I used to be confused. I used to wonder why I watched family television shows where they all sit down at the dinner table and everybody talks about their day, and why I didn't experience that. My mom was a single mom. She worked her butt off to make sure we had everything we wanted and needed, and it wasn't easy for her to raise us. You know what I'm saying? We were black kids and she was white. She was around a bunch of women at the time that didn't like her circumstance, the fact that she had black kids and she was white. So it was a rough time, and I was born in 1989. This was a rough time for mixed nationalities. It was a really, really rough time. I never knew as a young child what to define myself as. Do I define myself as a black woman? Do I define myself as a white woman? Do I define myself as a mixed woman? What am I? I had so many names that people called me when I was a child. Like, the names didn't stop. I got Snow Bunny. I got all types of names, like, growing up. Most of the hate came from the black community. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, sugarcoat it. I'm gonna be real transparent with y'all, because this is something that we don't talk about a lot. But yet, the damage is still here. Right? It's still here because we still have these things that play in our mind, and then we have kids of our own that we're raising. And we're wondering if we're teaching our kids the right way, if we're teaching our kids correctly. But we talk about racism not existing anymore. Racism does exist. It does exist. So when you are mixed breed, I had that too. That was one of my nicknames, mixed breed. I had so many, mulatto girl. I had so many nicknames when all I wanted to be called was Brittany. You know what I'm saying? So I struggled. And back to the point, I was in a special ed class, and I used to try to get out of the special ed class. I wanted badly to get out of the special ed class because I felt like it was at a point where it was hindering my academics because I was in a special ed class. It was to the point where kids would pick on me every single day that I'd come to school. And I'm only coming here to learn. I'm coming here to learn, and kids would make fun of me because I'm in a special education. But it's something we still deal with today. Why does a kid have to be labeled special education? Because that kid learns differently from that kid. No kid should be called special education and made to feel like a retard, because this was one of the names I was called as a child. A retard, a TT. Oh, you ride the TT bus, because I rode a smaller bus, right? So trying to fit in was always a struggle for me. And it was something that I really couldn't talk to my mom about because she didn't understand it. She didn't understand what I was going through as a young child. So, and not only that, but I didn't know how to communicate it in a way that she could understand. So guess what I did? Look at you now. You have beautiful kids. They are proud of who you have become now. Sending you hugs, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for rocking with me on the She's So Well's crew. And I didn't mean to come on here crying and being all emotional, but it's something I'm passionate about, because it's one of the reasons why I want to pull my kids out, because I live in fear that one day my kids will get a label because they don't fit the American way, or they don't fit somebody's ideal of what they're supposed to fit. Thank you for that, Miss Serenity. I appreciate that, because I needed to let it out today, but I didn't want to let it out in negativity. I wanted to let it out in a way that people can relate, in a way that people can understand where our world is and where the minds of people are. The minds of people are confused. They're confused to why one education, one curriculum has to be the only way. Why can't one school building have multiple curriculums? I sat and listened to a little boy get up on YouTube. He's here on YouTube. As a matter of fact, look for it on my wall, because I'm going to share it later. I asked my daughter to do it, but asking them to do anything is like pulling teeth. But this little boy got up on stage and he spoke about this subject. He has Tourette's. And he spoke. And when he spoke, I was in my kitchen doing dishes. And I had to stop doing the dishes and look at him and listen to him. It was my daughter's teacher. This man is phenomenal. When I tell you, I wish that every single teacher in every single district can be like this man. He lets the kids explore what they're interested in. He lets the kids learn in a way that interests them individually. And I don't know how he does it, but he's phenomenal. And he gets out there and he advocates for these topics. This kid got up on stage and spoke in front of 100 people about different learning styles. And I forget, it was a name. It was a name, like a technical term that they use for it. It's a specific learning style that he does with the kids. And it's like they're trying to push it to the board. And I'm like praying for it, because that might mean that I won't have to take my kids out. You're half white and Indian, so I can relate to how you're feeling. I thank you, Serenity. You're a phenomenal queen. Y'all go follow Miss Serenity if you're not already following Miss Serenity. She's a great supporter. She's been rocking with me since very early on in my YouTube journey. And y'all, show her some love, y'all. But yeah, it's crazy out here. Like, let my kids learn in a way that suits them. Don't call my kid ADHD or this, that, and the third. And, well, their ADHD is really a thing, but just because my kid has ADHD does not mean they need to be labeled special ed. Because in our world, special ed, in these kids' mind, it means that they're less of. They're not as good. They're not good enough. That's what interpretation a kid that's called special ed gets. I'm not good enough. And a child should never have to hear that. Just because they don't learn the way your child learns. It's not fair. So many kids, especially since the lockdown, all the stuff that these kids have on their mind and on their plates. Like, why didn't they implement therapy in the schools when they opened them back up? They talking about for doctors' offices, it's long waiting lists for kids to have therapy and mental health. I talked to my daughter, or I talked to my therapist yesterday to see if I can get my daughter a referral to mental health, because she feels like she needs a therapist because of the lockdown. My child has suffered so much throughout this lockdown and coming back to school and just getting back acclimated that she needs to see a therapist about it. And once again, where are the resources? Where are they? Where are they? I'm going to call 211 Live lifeline to. But what I have to do is I have to make her a new patient appointment out here where we live, because my kids used to go to the doctors like 30-40 minutes from here. You are amazing, queen. You do your thing. You are inspiring to everyone on here. It don't matter, because a lot of people who have had difficult are smart and clever people. Hello, good morning, proud mixed child. Proud mixed child, this conversation is for you. I was just talking about mixed races and how it affected us mentally and how it's still playing in our society. Like, it still has an impact on decisions we make and stuff we do and how we raise our kids. Like, I want to raise my kids as correctly as possible. I don't want to raise my kids going through society thinking the same thoughts I thought about race, because we can say that we're not racist or that we're not this or that we're not that, but are we really racist or are we not? Like, when you have an opinion towards another race, what is that? What is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, racism does still exist, and it's sad. It's sad that Michael Jackson didn't teach y'all nothing. They don't really care about us. He said it. He said it. He said it. Black, white, green, purple, yellow, it don't matter. They don't care about us. It's all about power and control. Who can have the most power and control and money? The root of all evil. Michael Jackson said it best. They don't really care about us. It's power and control. Culture is beautiful, but everyone is prejudiced to a degree. And we are all the same, because the only race is the human, and meaning color, shade shouldn't divide, but that's the ideology the system created. You're exactly right, proud mixed child. That is definitely the ideology that society has created, and we have to be the change that we want to see. If we only see one color, we need to teach that to our kids, and we need to start being the change we want to see and getting out here and speaking up. I feel like black people, white people, Puerto Rican people, Asian people, China, it doesn't matter. But I feel like most people will sell their soul before being the change they want to see. Like, when you are on social media and you influence people, whether you influence one person, two people, 100,000 people, 1 million people, it does not matter. You are an influencer. So you have some power to be the change you want to see. And that is why I have unfollowed Peach McIntyre. That is why I cannot support that. I cannot condone that, because she is not the change that I want to see. She is a change for the worst. Okay? And I'm not bashing her. I'm not dragging her. I'm just educating, elevating, and entertaining. And letting people know that when you have a big following, you have an obligation to be the change you want to see. Don't get on here and talk about this, that, and the third when you're not displaying these changes, when you're not walking and standing in your truth. Like, it's crazy because I don't even have a big following. I have maybe 670 subscribers. I've been on the platform almost a year. I don't have a big following, but the little bit of people I do have following me, the few people that do come back to every video, are influenced by me. And I can see it through their content. I see y'all. I can see it. And to me, I love it. I get on the platform for. I get on the platform to inspire others, to push them out of their comfort zone, because I've been pushed many times out of my comfort zone. Trust me when I tell you, from a little girl being taken away from her mother, okay, having to live with strangers, okay, foster home after foster home, group home after group home. Trust me when I tell you Learn to appreciate people. And people will appreciate you. Okay? Okay? Your girl has been through some things and talk about every day on my channel. Like, I feel like I gotta give y'all bits because, for one, I do this for free. I do this out of my own time. Like, I take time for my YouTube channel. Y'all don't even understand how much time I take to create my content. Like, my family be so tired of me, y'all, because, like, oh my God, stop recording, put the camera down. But I batch record. I record. I'm doing the dishes. Oh, I'm gonna put the camera up. Oh, I'm washing my face. I'm gonna put the camera up. I just record. We can never know when I'm gonna have to use some content. I'm gonna never know when I'm gonna be down and out and I'm not gonna feel like creating content. On YouTube, when someone called me dirty, Indian for Indian, it hurt me, but I came out of stronger and I never gave up. I am still here doing what I have to do, and that's how it's supposed to be. You are powerful. Thank you so much, Serenity. You're speaking life into me this morning, Queen. And that's what we should be doing on this platform, is speaking life into people so that people see life differently after hearing us speak. They have a different outlook on life. Life doesn't look the same to them after they hear you talk, because you've made it seem possible to them. Something that was very challenging to someone, you have made it clear, understandable. I always say hateful words are illusions to me. Anyone who lives on hate and directs that energy will fade away like smoke when it clears. Always the truth will forever win. You got to stand in your truth. You got to. You got to live life purposely, on purpose. And I believe in that strongly. I believe that when I get up in the morning, when I have a purpose and I have a plan, I'm so much happier. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to get up. You know? So I say all that to say that what type of influencer are you? What are you influencing people to do? Are you influencing people to be positive? Are you influencing people to love on one another? Are you influencing people to stay awoke, be educated, aware, be true, be you, do you, love yourself? Yes, being true to yourself and appreciating life for each day. You guys are phenomenal. You ladies are phenomenal this morning. I'm like, I'm filled up. Y'all overfilling my cup. This is an overflow right now. Y'all giving me. And I'm trying to give y'all overflow. And that's what it's all about. Like, there's enough love to go around, you know? We need to learn in our communities to spread more love and positivity and less hate and negativity. You know, I know society prides on drama, but geez, we can be that change, y'all. We can be that change for our young people. We are here helping each other grow. Yes, yes. Y'all connect with one another as well. Connect with other channels in the chat. Like, let's grow. Let's plant these seeds from within, you know? Let's all connect and help each other grow. We're better together. We're stronger together. Labels have to go, because a child who is physically impaired should never be called slow. I hate that so much. I have friends with autistic children and society bashes them for it. It's a shame. Yeah, you're right. And that's why I started talking about ADHD on my channel, and going even broader to talk about people with mental disabilities and physical disabilities. I did a video the other day talking about it. Like, I want to talk about it more and more on my channel, because I want people to see what it looks like. If anybody watching me is anything like me, they're visual. Good morning, for the love of Honeybee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all welcome in for the love of Honeybee. Everyone who wants to connect, go visit other people's channels. Like, I am here to support you because I love your content. This really helps me and others. I'm so grateful, Miss Serenity, that I can be of help. Like, that's what wakes me up every day. Like, y'all, if it was for me, I wouldn't even want to get out the bed in the morning. You hear me? If I was getting up just for myself, I wouldn't get out the bed. I get up because I know that it's a bigger purpose than me. And that's how I know that what I'm doing here is what I'm called to do. Because I do it effortlessly, for one. And I'm able, also, many have no consideration for the fact that a person with ADHD, like any other disorder, didn't ask for it. Cannot help it. And these pharmaceutical companies dope kids up on Ritalin. It's funny that you use the word Ritalin, because good morning, for the love of, that's what I was put on. I was placed on Ritalin, and at the time they used the SSI checks to entice people. They told moms that if you put your child on this medication, they're going to be really, really behaved, going to be able to tolerate them, and we'll give you a check every month. And for a struggling single mother, that sounds like gold. Not realizing that that medication will turn that child into a vegetable. I used to just sit there and not say anything. Nothing. I didn't have no emotion, no nothing. I would just sit there. I want to feel. I want this to be taken care of and addressed naturally. Like, stimulate me. Because that's what people don't realize about ADHD, is we need to be stimulated. It turns you into a walking zombie. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible. And I told a family member of mine to never let society label her child and put her child on medication. And listen, people have to do the research themselves. People have to do the research themselves, because it's no good. It's no good. It sound good. They're gonna always make it sound good. But I heard so many things about that medication that, you know, it depletes the sperm count in the young males. And just like long term, not even what it's doing to you right now, but what it can do in the long term. Like, no. I should have never been put on that medication. And now kids use it as a drug to calm them down, because they need it. But what else is there out there? Because I was watching a YouTube video about ADHD, and it's something in the dopamine. It's something in my dopamine. And it's crazy because it made, the video I was watching, it made a lot of it make sense for me. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find it and share it on my wall, because it had a beautiful thumbnail and everything. I feel like even for my depression, I winged myself off of Zoloft, because it was, one, causing headaches, and two, masking how I really wanted to express myself. I really have good days and bad, but it's life, right? I want to feel. I want to know what's going on. You know, I want to be aware. I pray today is positive and motivating for you all. I wanted to tip in to show love. Yes. Stop in. I think you meant to put stop in. Excessive drug use is a reoccurring thing within most of the today's rap, glorifying cough syrup, pills, and other drugs that cause people to OD, and it influences others to choose and get hooked on it as well. Hey girl, hey, I'm new to your channel. Let's welcome in Everything Mar. I don't want to butcher your name. Everything Mar. We gonna say Everything Mar. Keep it respectful. Mines, thank you for that. Nothing but support from here on out. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at that, y'all. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's go, let's grow. I will never put it in my body again. It's more to help someone with depression than thinking you can give them a pill. No, it's all about just embracing your illness and keeping a support system for. Yes, in Serenity, I agree, and welcome everything. Yes, it's like, come on. It's like, we have a higher power, right? We have a God. We have somebody we can pray to. We have ways we can get out of those feelings and out of those thoughts, because that's exactly what it is. It's thoughts. It's what you think about yourself. Like, for so many years, people told me I was this, told me I was that, told me I was this, that. And you know what? As a child, I acted out in anger. But as I became an adult, I realized that was unacceptable. I realized that was going to end me up in places I didn't want to be in, right? So I'm like, well, how do I let it out? How do I express this issue that I'm suffering with? How do I deal with this? You're not giving me anything natural that I can do. Any remedies, tips, tricks, what? So what I do is I pray. I pray for discernment. I pray for God to make me aware of my surroundings, and I pray for God to put me in spaces he needs me to be in. That way I don't even have to worry about it. I do yoga and meditation, and really helps me through a lot, and talking on YouTube with you all is a blessing. Medicines are downers, misleading to help you. That's why in commercials advertise, you always hear about more side effects than benefits. And if something goes wrong, they tell you contact your physician. Exactly. B&H Club. Hey, cousin. I think, is that Brooklyn? Is that Brooklyn watching? Is that Ashley? Who is that talking about, hey, cousin, B&H Club? I seen that name before. Welcome on in, y'all. I got deodorant on my shirt this morning, but I have a trick that gets deodorant out, y'all. I should do a short. I'm gonna do a short on my channel, y'all. You ever get deodorant on your shirt and didn't? Ashley, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is a perfect discussion for you to be in. I'm so glad you're here, babe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your girl been live for 42 minutes, and we've been talking about ADHD and like mental disabilities and medications and stuff of that nature, and like how to just cope and stuff naturally, you know? Y'all welcome my cousin to the live. She's a phenomenal, hard-working mama of 4, and I'm trying to convince her to start a YouTube channel. Y'all help me encourage her in the chat to start that YouTube channel. She has so much good quality. She is amazing. She is in school to be an esthetician. She is an amazing planner. She's just awesome, and she's phenomenal, and she's like bougie, beautiful with it, y'all. And I want her to start a YouTube channel because she has amazing skincare routines, and she would just be a valuable asset to the YouTube platform. Y'all help me welcome her in, and maybe y'all can encourage her. Maybe she can hear something from somebody in the chat today that'll make her just push that play button and get it popping. Because I'm trying. We got to build this generational wealth for our babies. Yes. Let's get it. Y'all, I gotta clean this trash out my car this morning because being a mom. Hello, everyone. Love you, Cuzzo. I love you more, beautiful. Holy Lord, thank you for grace. Please help us all move beyond the hurdles that trip us up and give us strength and wisdom to look up and see the hope I run toward in Christ. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, B&H Club. Thanks, Proud Mixed Child. Yes, we do, girl. You came into the right live, Ash, because so much. If you go back through the comments and you go back to the beginning of the live, girl, they pouring in. They just phenomenal this morning. They is why these beautiful women in this chat is why I get up every morning and I do what I do. And y'all, that's what record this part of the live, right? And I'm gonna go through the chat and I'm gonna show my potential audience from the shorts shelf the love that we give up in here. This is a movement, y'all. It's a movement. It is a movement to be the change we want to see. If you want to if you want to see change, you have to be that change first. You can't expect change if you can't be the change. You feel me? You feel me? Much love to everyone. Yo, y'all, Proud Mixed Child is watching all the way from Puerto Rico. She's in the building. I remember learning that yesterday. I think I met her yesterday. I think I met you from Chicky TV, right? I think Chicky TV sent me your way. You see all this beautiful positivity, Ashley, in this chat, girl. Why? I don't see how no one... everybody is not starting. Oh yeah, you are a child. You did say that yesterday. I'm so sorry. You are a guy. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get it right one day. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. I promise I didn't do it on purpose. I remember now that you said that yesterday in the chat. You are a male. Thank you for not taking it personal. I appreciate you. It's so hard to see the small profile pictures. Puerto Rico is a beautiful place. Yes, my grandmother is from Spain. My great-grandmother, my mother's grandmother is Spanish from Spain. And I was told when I was in middle school, big shout out from United Kingdom, London in the building. That's right, everybody. Shout out where you from. I'm from the States. I'm from United States of America, and I am in Western New York. So shout out where y'all watching from so everybody can see the vibes in the chat. We got people from all over, different walks of life, different nationalities, different cultures, and it's just phenomenal. Why wouldn't you want to be in a space vibed with different cultures, different ways of living? Our American way is not the only way, and it's so phenomenal. ¿Tú hablas español? Do I know Spanish? Not a lot. My mom used to speak Spanish here and there when I was little to other people. But no, I never learned it. I would love to learn, though. And I hear it's easy. I hear the American language is the hardest language to learn. English. I hear English is the hardest because we have so many words. Like in Spanish, this is what I hear, correct me if I'm wrong, that y'all kind of put some of our words together and make it one word. Like, we got too much, the English dictionary. It's just too much. But I hear Spanish is one of the easier languages to learn. But I always struggle with it. I know buenos noches. I know colors, rojo. But sentences and stuff, I don't really... But my great-grandmother was from Spain, and I remember one of my teachers telling me in middle school that everybody who even has a little bit of Spanish in them should visit the island. So I definitely want to visit the island before I leave this earth. I want to take my kids. I do. I want to make it a part of our homeschooling journey to be able to visit different countries and different cultures. I want to visit Africa. I want to visit Puerto Rico. I want to visit Spain. I want to visit London. So, Miss Serenity, when I come to London, baby, you going to show me around? Serenity, you going to show me around London? Because I would love a tour guide. I would love to come see what it looked like in London. I would love to learn the cultures. Yes, of course. I'm going to hold you to it, Serenity. I am going to hold you to it, boo. Philadelphia in the building. My mother is Mexican and Puerto Rican, and my father's African, Bengali, Indian, Choctaw, Native American, and Chinese. My African roots come from Cameroon. I speak English, some French, Spanish fluently, and Mandarin Chinese fluent. Wow, that is impressive. Proud Mixed Child. I see why you live up to your name. Proud Mixed Child. I know. See, that's what I was talking about in the beginning of my life. Being able to stand in your truth. That name right there says it all. Being able to stand in your truth and being loud and proud about it. You're a mixed child, but you didn't let it define you. I know growing up here in America, it was hard being a young child growing up mixed. And now I'm in spaces where it's accepted, where people have channel names like Proud Mixed Child. I love it. The creativity in that. And the fact that you're owning and claiming your truth. You're not letting nobody bash your truth or come for your truth. I love it. I love it. And it's so inspiring. My boyfriend is Mexican. His from Texas, USA. Oh, really? Miss Serenity. I like it. Y'all know I could clip out highlights of the live. I could save the last 5 minutes of the live and make it a video. So that's what I just did. I saved the last 5 minutes of the live, and I'm going to put some stuff like my stats, like my channelytics, what's going on in my YouTube channel, like, you know, my views and all of that, so y'all can see that I'm working back here. I'm working for y'all to plant these seeds. Mixture is beautiful because we all have been mixed since the beginning of the time. Some of us don't embrace it strongly as others. It's the culture, but self-discovery is the most beautiful thing, knowing who you are. I love it. I love it. I will be there Christmas time for a couple weeks. Oh, in Texas, my wife is Ghanaian mixed with Moroccan from Ghana, West Africa. Phenomenal. I love it. So Proud Mixed Child, you live in Puerto Rico now? I just love it. Y'all are phenomenal. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Okay. Okay. So I got a tour guide in Puerto Rico. I got a tour guide in London. Where else we going? I live where I was born, Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. Okay. You were born in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. All right. That is amazing. Like, we had a mix up in here today. Y'all, like, I swear, when you follow your heart and you follow God and his word, he will always lead you to be in the right spaces. Like, I believe in that so strongly. And I've been praying hard, y'all, to be, you know, in the right spaces and praying for discernment, to be able to distinguish what's for me and what's not, what's the enemy and what's really God, because sometimes it could be hard to know. That's why they got that little image of the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder, because that's really how it be. It be like a push and pull. You don't be knowing. The devil be all dressed up in disguise looking like God, and really it's the devil. Or sometimes it could come so hard it feel like the devil, but it's really God trying to wake you up. You have really helped me today. Thank you so much. Words are powerful. Every word can help you or destroy you. And I try so hard to pray for my words so that I don't destroy. I'm working on it in my own personal life, because I feel like the people who love you have the most power to hurt you. And that's the people, you know, when I'm a crab. So when I feel hurt, I attack. Like, I put my guards up. I will pinch your ass, okay? I'm a crab. I am a crab. So I will pinch you. Like, don't come for me, because I will come for you. That's just who I am. But nobody has really came for me on my channel. When they come for me on my channel, I address that directly. You know what I'm saying? And it usually don't happen in my videos. It's usually comment section. And I address that, hide it, remove it, do what I got to do with it so that it's not lingering negativity on my channel. That's what we do over here. Random people are brought together every day for a healthier purpose by God's choice. Proud Mixed Child. Yin and Yang. Yes. Proud Mixed Child. Miss Serenity said yin and yang. Proud Mixed Child. Random people are brought together every day for a healthier purpose by God's choice, which is why I believe we are all here, and it's great. Sometimes strangers will give you the tightest hugs and love you the most. Hello, Wellness Frugal Mama. Everybody welcome in Frugal Mama to the live. Hey, Queen. Welcome in. How you doing on this Friday Eve? Y'all call this Friday Eve because the day before Friday is garbage day. I got to clean this car out and put it to the curb. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like it. I'm really tired. Y'all be going to bed late because I be up responding to comments. I was making hella shorts last night. Y'all, I made a short on my channel of the baby and her dad playing. Y'all, it's at 1,000 views already. I woke up this morning, it was at 1,000 views. I just made it yesterday. I was like, and like 5 subscribers. I was like, y'all just take over my channel. Everybody like y'all more than they like me. I be poured into people and all y'all do is look cute. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I clipped a little piece of this live so that I could share it. I'm going to clip another piece. I'm going to clip these pieces and put them together in a video, a regular video saying something. I'm going to title it like expressing gratitude or something with the word gratitude in it. Maybe humble yourself. Maybe I'll title it Humble Yourself. Because this was a very humbling live. Very humbling live. I really like the vibe and the energy. I wish I could have lives like this every single morning, y'all. We'll be monetized in no time. That is the goal. If you have the opportunity and the time available, please share my live. I haven't said that this whole live. Please share me. Share me to your friends, family, and your socials. Wherever you could share me, share me. Help me plant the seeds to grow this channel, y'all. I really, really appreciate it. And when I'm in y'all spaces, trust me, I will do the same. Please, 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 I beg of you to take 2 seconds out of your day this morning. I've poured into y'all. Y'all have poured into me. Now let's pour into some other women. Let's pour into some other men. Let's pour into some other people that may not want to get out the bed this morning. They may not want to even move this morning. You know what I'm saying? They may not even want to wake up. They may be praying before they go to sleep that they don't want to wake up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, just maybe, they can watch this live, read these comments, and be uplifted, be inspired, be encouraged by not just me, but y'all too. Because y'all are amazing. YouTube has some greatness, man. Some real live. What are your plans for today? To work hard like I do every day? To provide y'all the best quality content? I got a video coming out at 12:30. I felt so uplifted today. See what I mean, Serenity? We have to share this with others. Miss Ameche, welcome to the live. Y'all go ahead and welcome in Miss Ameche. And if y'all not following each other, get to following each other in this live because we need to connect and grow together. We are better and stronger together. And Google got enough money for all of us to be monetized today. They could pay us all today. Okay? So let's help each other grow. Welcome in Miss Ameche. She is a beautiful, phenomenal woman who does group collabs. She herself and another young lady, Just Ciara, host group collabs on all types of subjects. So if any moms or any women in the chat are interested in joining group collabs, y'all can go to her channel and go to her Instagram and inquire about that. I had started it and I was like really digging the vibes. But it's a lot for me. I'm trying to do a lot on my channel and just having to, go over to everybody's channel and support. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it because they're phenomenal women. It's a group of phenomenal, phenomenal women. So if it's something you have time to do, then please, I encourage you to get into those collabs because they really help grow your channel. When I'm in a space that I have more time, maybe after I get monetized, I'm going to get back into it to continue growing my channel and growing my audience because it's nothing like being around like-minded individuals, people that understand your struggle and understand your journey. I will share it with my family today. I thank you so much. Ameche, you're more than welcome, Queen. You were phenomenal to me, even though I'm not in the group. Like, you were still phenomenal. What you're doing is planting seeds, and I want to help those seeds to grow. That's what it's all about, is watering the seeds so they can grow, y'all. We're going to have to start planting our own food around this mofo. I'm about to get with some growing channels because there's a lot of people on YouTube that grow stuff in their house, y'all. They got little apartments, and they grow fruits and vegetables in their house. I'm about to start getting with some of them channels because I want to start growing my own vegetables and fruits, y'all. These grocery stores ain't doing right by us. These prices is sky high, and they know everybody want to eat healthy, so they throwing up the prices on the fruits and vegetables. Y'all seen it? I was at Tops. I paid $11 for some grapes. $11 for a bag of grapes. That's ridiculous. Come on now. I probably could have picked them at the Grapevine place cheaper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on. The gas price going up sky high. It's like, what? Can we get a break? Mommy. Y'all say good morning to Miss Mama. Say good morning, Janine. Welcome to the line. She so well. YouTube channel. Y'all say good morning to my Mama Dukes. I'm trying to get my Mama Dukes to start a YouTube channel too, y'all. I'm trying to get her to start a YouTube channel because she has so many experiences. She has gone from being in debt to getting out of debt to being able to save great amounts of money and still being on a fixed income now. She's retired. She could talk about life after retirement. She has so much content. Day in the life of a retired CNA. She has so much content. Y'all help me in the chat. Encourage her as well to start her YouTube channel. Trying to get her to start it, y'all. She has so much value to provide our young people. Because, you know, in school, they don't teach our young people here in New York. Not here in Rochester. They don't teach our young people about finances. And I feel like I'm so grateful for so many people. Oh, Mom, you see Miss Serenity? She said you made a beautiful creation like Queen Wells, Janine. Oh, thank you, Miss Serenity. You are phenomenal, girl. Your words are just so powerful. You told me my words powerful. Your words are powerful. Y'all are all just phenomenal. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm so blessed to have y'all here on the She So Well's YouTube channel. And I promise, I will continue to provide value and quality content to y'all and keep y'all encouraged all the way through the journey. We going all the way to the top. And trust me when I tell y'all, my blessing that's attached to my name, because I've been through some things. I have been through some things, okay? So I know that I'm a chosen one and that the blessing attached to my name is big and it's life-changing. And trust me when I tell you, everything attached to me is going to win. Everything I touch is going to turn to gold because I have that anointing on me. I'm a chosen one, y'all. I'm a special ed for a reason. I am a special child for a reason. God knew that he could take me through the storm. He trusted me to go through the storm, make it out, and be able to go back. He knew that with my creativity that I would find a way back into those places I used to run from. I used to flee. I used to get me out of here. But now I'm going back to those places to help bring others out the same way he brought me out. And that's why I started this channel. But I need y'all because I can't do it without y'all. God only does it to people who can handle it. And you have proved it to yourself. OMG, I used to be a CNA too. Yeah, my mom is a retired CNA. She did CNA for 30 plus years and it broke her body down. And I want her to talk about it on her YouTube channel. I want her to teach people finances, how to budget, how to save. She always tried to teach me, but I ain't listen. Good positive advice. Jesus Macaron. I like it. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you could like it. I'm proud of how far she's come, and she is a great mommy to my granddaughters. Oh, thank you, Mom. Jesus, hey, I think a lot of what I do is for my mom. I think she's a lot of my why because I've disappointed her so much in my life that I give my last breath to make her proud. Because I feel like it's important as mothers, we spend so much work trying to make sure our kids have everything they want and deserve. And it's All we ask in return is that they make us proud. And I'm just so glad. And I remember being a little kid when I would find ways to make my mom happy. Because a lot of times I would find ways to piss her off, right? Let's just be real. Like, I would find a lot of ways, but not intentionally. I just was trying to get her attention. You know what I'm saying? But I would piss her off a lot. But I remember when I did find ways to make her happy, it would be the best feeling in the world. Like when she was bragging about me, when she was telling her friends at work the good things about me, it made me want to be a good kid, you know? So I do that about my kids. I do that a lot with my kids. I brag about my kids. I do. I shed light on what they're good at, and I make it known that I see, you know, because I want them to know that all I want from them ever in life is to make me proud. Let the world know that we did a great job together. Me and my mom went through some shit, but we are finally at a point in our life where we can communicate like two adults. We can agree to disagree if that's what we need to do. We can love on one another. We can get together and go on a shopping trip and get along. Like, but y'all don't know how far. People never know where the journey was. People never know. They only see the greatness. They never see where it was. You know what I'm saying? So they never can learn from the experience. That's why I started my YouTube channel. Because I want people to know that it's possible to rekindle a relationship with your mother. It's possible to have your mother's acceptance. Even if you pissed her off to no limit. Because I made my mom upset lots of times. And I still do. But she loves me, and I can feel it now. It took me so long to get here, though, because I had so much anger blocking it. I wouldn't let go of the hurt and pain so that I could receive that love from my mom. But once you let go of the pain that you holding on to, you'll see, too, that it's so much easier to love on those around you. Stop using people. Learn to love them. Stop valuing property and start valuing people. Because we don't know when it's our last moment with that person. We don't know if it's going to come a time where we ain't going to wake up to that person. We're never going to see that person again. We're never going to hold that person again. We're never going to have a conversation with that person again. I need y'all today. If you ain't here none of the last 66 minutes, I need y'all today to love on the people around you. Please, please. Sometimes that's all they need is to hear that you love them. We have so many people in our world today that are hurting, that are in pain. They're suffering in silence. And my heart goes out to those people. But if we just had more people that valued people in a way that they value material, we would have a better place. This world would be a happier place. Everybody would wake up happy. If we learn to love on one another and express gratitude to one another, show our appreciation to one another instead of bashing one another or tearing each other down or teaching unethical stuff. It's just so much going wrong in the world. I want to be something going right in the world. I want to be the change that I want to see. I think I was telling y'all about when I was in elementary school. We started talking about the whole ADHD and we got all off topic. But I was talking about how when I used to get up and do public speaking, I used to do mainstreaming because I wanted to be in regular ed. I wanted to be considered a regular kid. I no longer wanted to be in a classroom where kids walked by the door and banged their head on the door like I was a retard. I didn't want to be there anymore. So I started to do what they call mainstream, where I would, for certain days out of the week, I would go to a bigger class and see how it would work. And when I would go to that bigger class, we would do public speaking. We went to the city hall here where I live in Western New York, and we would give speeches. I remember the preamble of the Constitution. I remember citing that word for word and learning it and going home and studying it and feeling like I had a purpose. I hated homework, but that homework, I enjoyed it because I knew that it involved speaking, and I knew that it involved making a difference and being the change that I wanted to see. So it was something from a young child. This is elementary school that I learned and discovered that speaking was something God called me to do. It's not something I do because, my mom used to always tell me, girl, be quiet. They'd be watching a movie. My mom, my sister, I just be talking. I be narrating the movie. I just be talking. I don't want to be quiet. I used to be like, I don't want to be quiet. I want to talk. I want to talk. I want to talk. God put me here to speak. That is my purpose. That is where I'm going to experience the most pain, when I have to learn how to speak. And that's what God has just put me through my whole life, is experiences to speak about. So here, I'm on the platform to speak and share my experiences. Y'all done had me for 70 minutes now. Now I'm going to read some comments, and I'm going to let y'all go about y'all days, because I done had y'all all morning. So, hello, Serenity. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already, please join the Wells Group. Become a part of the family. We'd love to have you over here. I'm very worried as my cat's been missing for a week. Y'all welcome in Jesus McCracken. LOL, we all have them. I will pray your cat comes back, Jesus. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. That is very much appreciated. I've walked 55 kilometers this week through fields looking for him. Yes, sis, you have to free yourself in order to move forward in life. And I did that. Sending you so much hugs and love, Queen. Thanks, Miss Serenity. Jesus, you are welcome. Just believe in your heart. The cat will come back. Me and my son stopped speaking for a whole year, but life is too short for that. It really is. It really is. You don't want to lose somebody and know that you were on bad terms. You weren't speaking to that person. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can. Thanks, Miss Serenity. I am networking with you all now. Will like, comment, and subscribe. Miss Amechi, amazing. Yes, plant those seeds of greatness. Y'all are phenomenal. Y'all are amazing. Like, I'm so glad I decided to get on live this morning. Yesterday, I procrastinated, and then I went live in the afternoon. But I'm so glad I got on this live and decided to start my day with y'all, because y'all just poured into me. It's all gloomy here in New York. It's garbage day, y'all. And it's just as gloomy as it want to be. And I'm hungry now. I done worked up an appetite talking to y'all. I'm going to let y'all go, because y'all have just been amazing. I've saved all types of highlights from this live, and I'm going to put together a video on my channel talking about planting those seeds. Planting those seeds. And I got to figure out the rest. I don't know how I'm going to title it, but I'm going to title it something great. I got a video coming out today, y'all, at 12:30, shopping with my EBT. What I can find with food stamps. Peace and blessings, everyone. Wellness, frugal mama. Self-love is important. Remember that, Queen. Don't ever forget about yourself. Yes, yes, yes. I love y'all, and y'all stay prayed up. Y'all stay blessed. Remember, God loves y'all, and be great in everything you do. Live life on purpose. Don't live life accidentally tiptoeing around to appease other people. Stand in your truth and always be transparent, authentic, and you. Because guess what? You'll never find another you on the platform. So be you. Bye all. Love you. Stay happy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.